Now look at Memphis's starting group. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at small forward. And for the Pelicans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the center position. Now here's Ball. Here's Holiday. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And, Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
And it's Morant missing. Williamson dishes to Favors. On the wing, Holiday. Kicks to Williamson. To the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Favors. Good. Nice job down low.
What an excellent distributor Zoe is. I mean, he has a knack for getting it to his open teammates.
Morant passes to Winslow. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's all about establishing a rhythm. I mean, you start to see it fall, you begin to believe.
Now here's Ingram. Here's Ball. Back to Favors. Williamson trying to free himself up. And staying with the play, Ingram.
Well, that's just the long arms of Ingram. I mean, they really help him collect these second chance opportunities.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. It's Morant with the drive. And it's good for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Ball. Stolen by Winslow. Here's Morant. And it's blocked.
A solid shot blocker at his position. Ball slant. It allows him to make a difference on this end.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Stolen by Holiday. And New Orleans pushing it up now. New Orleans moving it around. Williamson kicks to Favors. Ingram against Winslow. Holiday dishes to Ingram. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ingram's got 5 now.
3-point range from his days at Duke. Ingram shoots with range.
Pass to Winslow. Here's Valanciunas. Brooks outside. Morant passes to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Dishes to Valanciunas. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Derek Favors.
And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. And he actually hit them at a decent clip.
And even though Valanciunas has added the 3-ball to his game, his value to this team really lies elsewhere.
And yeah, Jay, he better know where his bread is buttered and stay in his lane, because no question, he's there to be a space eater. Look, think about it. He gives you high-level rebounding, efficient scoring inside. But if he wants more minutes on the floor, the improved jump shot is key for him.
The shot by Redick, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Jones. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Now the pass to Hart. It's Redick on the wing. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. They retain possession. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Belly. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. He kicks to Hayes. It's Redick on the wing. A fresh 14 for New Orleans. Outside Jackson. It's Reddick on the wing. To the paint. There's the steal. Here's Clark. And the layup's good off the glass.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Pelicans trail by 3. Jackson passes to Melly. It's Reddick on the wing. Hayes trying to break free. Reddick can't get that one to fall.
They're still looking for his first points of the quarter. He's not doing anything to help them cut into the lead.
Back to Clark. Lets the 3 fly. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now here's Jackson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Reddick. Hayes trying to break free. And Reddick the bucket on the assist by Jackson.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Picked off in midair. Outside Jackson. Good work defensively by Jones.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that anyway.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 4. And we'll get... We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some...
being able to go through adversity and come out stronger.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the center. That's the Pelicans 5. Here's Williamson. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Clark. Pass to Melton. Finished off the break. Melton's got the lead up to 8 now for the Grizzlies.
Well, this is the attitude Anderson brings. A selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys.
And Clark has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Here's Melton. The rebound by Holiday. Pelicans trail by 8. Ingram left side. The dish to Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
How about the inventiveness from Ingram? Not to only see his open teammate, but deliver the pass as well.
Melton passes to Jackson. Pass to Gutteridge for the 3. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Ingram kicks the ball. The 3. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Ingram.
He's quick on the draw. You got to understand that Ingram is comfortable firing as soon as he catches passes.
Brooks outside. Right wing. Gutteridge, the pass to Brooks. He feeds it to Jackson. And nothing is falling for him right now. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Greg, hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
And the rejection by Favors. They get it back. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Yeah, this is where Zion is improving, taking advantage of the defensive attention he receives.
Melton passes to Jackson. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Feeds it to Anderson. Back to Jackson. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by New Orleans.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Outside Holiday. It's Ingram on the wing. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Ingram's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for New Orleans. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. And stolen by Favors. And here we go. Williamson heading to the hoop.
Out in the open floor is probably where Williamson is the most dangerous. Terrific speed and change the direction of his size.
Here's Gutter. He's covered by Ingram. Just 5 on the clock. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the half. It's Ingram on the wing. No good from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Melton. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
This is what the coach likes seeing from Brooks. I mean, making an effort to improve his passing.
Outside, Ball. Ingram kicks to Ball. The 3. They get the rebound.
Such determination on the glass. Not boxing out Favors is a huge mistake that you cannot afford.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. They only had a couple rough stretches as the first. That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
He was very creative in how he orchestrated their offense.
Here's Morant. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick.
Kicks it out to Williamson. 6 to shoot. Ingram attacking. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's up. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
It's Jackson with the drive. Ball against Morant. It's tipped. They recover it. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Offensive rebound. And the Pelicans miss again.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. They just need to calm down, play their game.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
It's Ingram on the wing. 14 points for him.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And finished off by Morant.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Ingram wide open. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Did a lot of damage from three-point range in the first half, but so far in the second, he hasn't done a thing.
Back to Jackson. A three from Morant. Pelicans with the rebound. And now the Pelicans on the break. Williamson with the ball.
Able to keep his balance even while getting hit. Ball absorbs contact very well.
Morant against Holiday. Fires the three. Morant with another miss. So Favors will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans, trailing by 2. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Fires from the wing. No good on the shot. And Memphis the other way now. They've led by as much as 10.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. He cannot get his shots to drop.
And that one's good. Morant. Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to self-contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. He's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
And the second chance effort by Jackson. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Hands it from downtown. Ingram's got 17.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Morant dishes to Valanciunas. Snatched up. Out to Brooks. There's the pass to Morant. That one a little long.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
And it's ball in the corner. Back to Ingram. There's 48 seconds left in the third. For the lead, the putback. Great positioning on the putback. Guys, we're not through 3/4 of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Morant surveying the D. Winslow kicks to Morant. Good. Morant's got 13 points in just this quarter.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. He didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Here's Ingram. Ingram can't get that one to fall. Here's Winslow. No good there.
That's a nice closeout by Ingram. He took away all the daylight on that play.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. Back to the action after this word. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Pelicans trail. They've got Hart. Jackson is out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Okafor. And it's Melli in at power forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Pass to Jackson. Clock at 6. Back to Redick. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, look, an outstanding role player. Redick is an incredible sniper. Feels comfortable shooting from just about anywhere.
And the second free throw, good.
Boy, they would have loved to grab the lead there, but you can't make them all.
And for Memphis, they're shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Melton passes to Anderson. Now here's Jones. Clark outside, and then Clark slams it in.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
To the wing right side, Hart. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. And so here's Memphis. They've led by as much as 10. Anderson passes to Valanciunas. Redick against Brooks. Back to Valanciunas. Shot clock at 6. And Jones has it in the corner. From the stripe. Goes back up. Pelicans pull it in.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Redick against Brooks. The shot by Redick, no good. And Clark has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've only given up 1 point in the 4th quarter.
Oh, it's tough trying to alter his focus. I mean, Valanciunas is great at staying in control.
Outside Jackson. He dishes it to Redick. It's stolen by Jones. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break for the finish. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Oh, you better be aware of Valanciunas. He has a knack for getting to the right place in the open floor.
Redick for 3. Trains the three-pointer. Redick's got 4 this quarter.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Clark outside. To the left side wing. Okafor grabs the miss. Pelicans trail by 3. Hart the pass to Redick. Hart kicks to Redick. Jackson dishes to Okafor. New Orleans moving it around. Back to Redick. Clock at 4 to tie it up. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. With his first shot attempt. And Clark is right there.
Timeout, timeout.
And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
And the first thing I thought of, confidence from Clark. Knows his team needs a bucket and goes out and gets it.
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Brandon Clark.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
And during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Stan Van Gundy told the team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin is trying to keep him focused.
Thank you, David. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. This is it to Brooks. Back to Morant. On the wing, Winslow. To the inside. Out to Morant. Banked in off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Grizzly lead.
Oh, working through the lane, Morant uses change of speed to keep the fitters at bay.
And it's Ingram missing.
And even though he's gone ice cold, he keeps shooting them. And it's late enough in the game for him to recognize there's some better options.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
In perfect timing, with the small lead, they're doing all they can to protect them.
Stolen by Winslow. To the middle. Here's Morant. Here's Valanciunas. Out to Brooks. There's 48 seconds left in the game. Clark into the lane. This is to Morant. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
For 3, Ingram. It's rebounded by Memphis. And it's Memphis on the break. Favors against Morant. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. Over Favors. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Valanciunas finds Morant. Brooks with no one around. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Grizzlies lead by 14.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
So no.
For the land of the free.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K's GA.
Hey, Kevin.
That's a terrific story. David, thank you. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3. And for San Antonio, Trey Lyles out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Murray. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. Here is Forbes. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Here's Murray. That shot off. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Brooks, the pass to Morant. There's Winslow. And Valanciunas kicks to Brooks. Back to Valanciunas. 6 on the shot clock. Another shot. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Here's Aldridge. Lyles. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Brooks with no one around. Here's Jackson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Passes it to Winslow. Morant with it. Winslow kicks to Morant. Here's the 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Murray outside. Here's Lyles. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Boy, Murray's court vision very sharp, and he's unselfish too. You love seeing that combination.
Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
Here is Forbes. Justice Winslow picking up that last bucket. And so the ball's out of bounds. Winslow touched it last. San Antonio making a switch here. White's checked in. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
You know, with all his post moves, Aldridge usually is able to trick the defense, but even when he doesn't, he'll still manage to finish through contact.
Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
White the pass to Lyles. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Lyles. And it's Mills in for Murray.
Good, strong, aggressive finish by Gay there. Gotta get a thumbs up from the coach.
And slam dunk by Clark.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Here's Gay, and finished off by Gay.
Gay, an outstanding player, finishing with power. Doesn't get any easier than that.
Valanciunas against Poeltl. Pass to Gutteridge. 1:32 left to play in the first quarter. And Mills with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Jones for 3. They get it back.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Jones looking for an opening. Tries from 16. He's off on that one. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. And here comes one, leading the fast break. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Outstanding play by White that time. He just took off and got up and down in a heartbeat.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A different look now for San Antonio. Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeRozan. And it's Lonnie Walker in for Derek White. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for the Grizzlies.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside, Walker. Bellinelli dishes to Pirtle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. 5 on the clock. Here's Walker. Can't knock it down from the right block. The shot, no good. Tie game in San Antonio. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Rudy Gay is out there with Bellinelli. Then there's Pirtle, and it's Forbes in at the 1 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Gutteridge, the pass to Jones. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Spurs shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Bellinelli dishes to Gay. Gay is double. The kick out to Walker. On the wing, Bellinelli. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Clark. Down low, here's Jones. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Pirtle. Trey Lyles comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Bryn Forbes. Now, here's Walker. No points in the game yet for him.
Well, a look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Winslow's checked in, and so Walker nails both of them. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Morant outside. He feeds it to Jackson. And stolen by Aldridge. Here's the break. Lyles passes to Murray. Stolen by Winslow. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Brooks kicks to Morant. And Memphis turns it over again. Greg, you talk about the upside with Lonnie Walker. This team loves his athleticism.
You know, not the typical Spurs-type player we've seen targeted in the past. An athletic maniac who can fly end to end.
The polish to his game will come. It's just going to take some time.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli, and it's White in for Walker. Here's Morant following the score by DeMar DeRozan. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. And so Aldridge will bring it up for the Spurs. White finds DeRozan. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Memphis trailing here. And here again, the Grizzlies in transition. Up the court they go. Morant outside. Winslow the pass to Jackson. Valanciunas dishes to Jackson. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
You know, over time, Aldridge has really developed into a pretty good shot blocker.
White, good.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
There's Winslow following the basket by Derek White. Morant, and finished off by Morant.
A strong finisher. Morant doesn't mess around when he's got ideal positioning like that.
White trying to get open. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Aldridge. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for San Antonio.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Trey Lyles. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Derek White. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. Here's Jones following the score by DeMar DeRozan. And the pass to Anderson.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
The Grizzlies haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road. You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Jones, the pass to Valanciunas. A second chance effort. Back to Jones. Shoots over Mills. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Here's DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Check out the body control from DeRozan there, guys. I mean, clearly there's contact, but it's almost impossible to affect his shot.
Pass to Gutteridge. Here's Melton. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive games.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. Looking at the second quarter scoring, they had a... And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Jonas Valanciunas having a dominant impact in this game.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
DeRozan passes to Aldridge. Winslow finds Morant. Count that one. And now a 5-point Grizzly lead.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Count it.
Boy, Aldridge commands so much defensive attention. There's bound to be somebody open on every possession. And this time, LaMarcus finds him.
Here's Morant. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Here's Aldridge. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Sometimes that's all you can do against Aldridge. Be aggressive, be physical, body him up, even if you have to foul him.
For San Antonio, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
A different look now for San Antonio. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Lonnie Walker in for Bryn Forbes. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Clark's checked in. Here's Murray. Makes it off the glass. Murray's got his 2nd basket.
You know, Murray's game is about putting the ball on the floor, moving without it when he doesn't have it, and driving and keeping pressure on the defense.
Releases with the tip. He hangs in there and cashes in on the 2nd chance points. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a 6th sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Walker and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Jaren Jackson. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
And both free throws good for Brooks. And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
You know, after suffering a devastating Achilles tendon injury during the 16-17 season, Gay has bounced back really well. I mean, has quietly become a much better outside shooter, too.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Memphis.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
It's White on the wing. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Hey, and White is a fighter now. When he's close inside, he's committed to going aggressively to the rack. And if he doesn't score, he at least is going to draw the foul.
Pirtle, he's checked in for the Spurs. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Gutterich is checked in, and Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant. Passes it to Melton. Outside, Jones. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Mills, he's checked in for Lonnie Walker. Yep, that one goes.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backboard.
They're getting outworked on the glass, and those second chance buckets have devastated their defense.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Kicks to Anderson. And Jones has it in the corner. No good on the three.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Here's Mills, and he converts the layup.
You know, Mills is not just a long-range gunner now. He can score on the move, too. Underestimate Mills at your own peril.
To the paint. And the basket by Jones. Jones has got 5 points so far.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here. That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
Melton passes to Anderson, and it's Clark in the corner. It's Jones on the wing. Shoots over Mills. Jones, no luck.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for the Spurs. Bryn Forbes comes in for Derek White. To the inside, here's Valanciunas, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got his 4th assist in this one. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pirtle trying to get open. Shot's good by Mills.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Brooks outside, and Valanciunas kicks to Anderson. Brooks left side. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have...
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. On the floor for San Antonio, DeRozan out there with Trey Lyles. Then there's Murray. Then there's Pirtle, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. LaMarcus Aldridge has checked in for Jakob Pirtle. The Grizzlies also making a change. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Anderson. Morant outside. And finished off by Morant.
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
Here's Murray, and it goes down 2 points.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage, never mind a layup. Come on now, my goodness. Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Jackson finds Morant. Now Brooks wants to get it to Morant and does. That one goes. Count it. Morant's got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies. Inside, got a piece of it. Here's Aldridge. Nice D from Valanciunas.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Brooks, the pass to Morant. They get it again. Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injuries.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
Rudy Gay's checked in for the Spurs. Pass to Aldridge. Over Valanciunas. That one wide left. Memphis leading by 7. Down low. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. 12 points for Valanciunas.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Back to Forbes. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. To the paint, here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Yeah, when Morant gets it dialed up, he can be unstoppable. Just too many ways to score.
And that one is good. And it's now 26 points for Ja Morant. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Memphis.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
Morant dishes to Brooks. He kicks it to Winslow. It's stolen by DeRozan. Murray with it. He's picked up by Morant. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. First free throw is good, and that brings them to within 10.
How about this little nugget, guys? When Murray earned all defensive second team honors in his rookie year, he became the youngest player in NBA history to make the all defense team.
The Spurs making a switch here. Madu's checked in. Murray with the bounce pass. Aldridge, no one around him. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Murray against Morant. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Morant's got 28.
And for a great shooter, Morant really works for high percentage shots. Loves to take it inside.
Madu passes to Murray. Outside DeRozan. His three-pointers off the mark. And the Grizzlies leading by 11.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Memphis.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ja Morant.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Murray. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Brooks outside. There's the dish to Morant. Takes the 13-footer. Rebounded by the Spurs. The pass to Aldridge. Fires for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Whenever Aldridge hits from out there, that's a huge bonus.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not And David.
Hey, Kevin.
I bet they are. Thank you, D.A. Now look at Memphis's starting group. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Marvin Bagley is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. And the rejection by Jackson. Pass to Winslow. Memphis moving that ball around. Back to Brooks. The baseline jumper goes down.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
It's Bjelica. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Well, Bogdanovich would prefer to shoot it, but teammates so wide open, had to give it up.
And the pass to Valanciunas. Brooks kicks to Winslow. Here's Morant. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
We play just over a minute here in the first. Out to the wing. Fox finds Barnes. Passes to Bjelica. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, the turnover by the Kings. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Morant. Rebound by the Kings. It's Fox atop the key. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
How about De'Aaron Fox just staying focused there with the finish? Controlled that one well.
And getting to the free throw line more and more. GA awfully tough to stay in front of De'Aaron Fox.
I mean, he's just got to knock him down, though. I mean, a free throw percentage, I think he can and will improve upon.
And the dunk by Barnes.
Bagley's showing he can be effective on defense, jumping up and getting a steal.
Morant outside. There's Winslow. And another miss by Memphis. The Kings have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. That one drops for him.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Brooks with no one around. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Kings have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Bjelica passes to Barnes. Outside, Bagley. Stolen by Winslow. Pass to Valanciunas. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Over Bjelica. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Frankie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more. But it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Out to Parker. Outside, Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Well, this is when Fox is at his best. Once he gets a step on the defense, you're pretty much going to read the back of that jersey.
Jones, no one around him. Offensive rebound. This one for 3. That shot off the mark. And it's Barnes with the ball for Sacramento. Hield finds Barnes. They kick out to Hield. To the inside. Shot clock at 6, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Gutteridge, the pass to Jones. To the middle. Pass to Gutteridge. The feed to Valanciunas. Here's Gutteridge. From past the arc. But they recover it. The rebound by Giles. Sacramento leading by 4. And the dunk by Parker.
Man, that's tough. Parker, a muscular guy, but great body control to bury that shot near the hoop.
From the high post. Again, the miss by Jones.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Bazemore against Anderson. Clark, the pass to Gutteridge. And that time, also a missed shot. And so it's Sacramento ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've digged. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Dylan Brooks out there with Anderson. Then it's Jones. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Melton in at the 2 spot.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And in the NBA, Rashawn Holmes had to wait for his opportunity, but he kept perspective, took nothing for granted, and just stayed positive and worked.
And sometimes as a player, GA, you got to take these little indicators that people still believe in you. Phone calls and team's interest, that helps. He's become a dangerous finisher, a shot blocker, and has shown some flashes in that jump shot. That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Joseph, the pass to Bazemore, and out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Bagley, he's checked in for the Kings. Bielitsa comes in for Hield. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Morant comes in for Tyus Jones. Morant passes to Clark. Back to Morant. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Yeah, Bazemore has these moments. 6 hops right there in the flush to send it home.
Here's Morant. Bagley with the rebound.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Bazemore against Clark. Bogdanovich looking around. Back to Bazemore. 6 to shoot. To the inside. Bagley. Some solid defense from Clark. The Grizzlies trail by 8. It's Morant with the drop.
Gotta love watching Morant get after it. He goes all out. Tank, never on empty.
Bazemore passes to Bielitsa. And no good. Some solid defense from Clark. Morant outside. He can't get that one to fall. And the Kings going the other way now. Fast break, here they come. Here's Bogdanovich, and it's blocked.
Man, I saw that block coming from a mile away. Winslow really times that rejection perfectly.
The three from Morant. Morant with another miss.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Clark, the pass to Melton. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Clark. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. There's the pass to Morant. Clark outside. Here's Valanciunas. Joseph against Morant. Clark for three. Sinks the triple. Clark's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is what the coaching staff loves when they watch Clark, wanting to improve his shooting off the catch.
And here they come. Here's Morant. The putback. It's good on the putback. And now it's only a 5-point Kings lead.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. Parker passes to Fox. Count the basket. Fox has got 7.
That's a good read by Jabari, a solid passer, and he knew he could reward a teammate that time.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Harrison shot.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. NBA on 2K. It was a fast pace for Sacramento at the outset. At one point, they had a 9-point lead fueled by... That about wraps it up. Time now for the second...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at center. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
These are bonuses. When you get Bielitsa inside to mix it up that way, that helps.
Brooks from outside. And it's Fox with the rebound. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They lead by 7. Outside Bagley. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Bagley. Feeds to Barnes. Up and in on the layup. Barnes has got his second bucket.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
The Grizzlies trail by 9.
And De'Aaron Fox has staked his claim. Said baseline to baseline with the ball in my hands, I'm the fastest player in the league.
He very well might be. I mean, he is a terror in the open floor, and that speed burst just puts so much pressure on any retreating defense.
And, you know, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Here's Valanciunas. Second shot opportunity, drained for 2 points. Morant's got 10.
Because he's so shifty and controls the pace, Morant can kill you in that mid-range area.
Barnes kicks to Bielitsa. Down low. Stolen by Jackson. And it's Memphis on the break. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Valanciunas.
How about the athleticism from Valanciunas? Pours on the gas to ensure the finish in transition.
Inside, it's Bielitsa. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Winslow. Here's Brooks. And it's Memphis with another.
And that is quintessential team basketball. Winslow recognizing one of his guys was wide open.
Bogdanovich inside. Brooks covering. Bielitsa. Right side Bagley. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
And it's Morant missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And it's Bagley that time on the assist from Bogdanovich. 6 points for him.
Takes contact, and a good job of Bagley fighting through it that time.
Morant with a wide open look, and he hits it to tie the game up.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single 3-pointer in that first half.
Morant with the steal. And here again, the Grizzlies in transition. Up the court they go. Winslow, the pass to Morant. Now Valanciunas, covered by Barnes. Now here's Morant. Good on the bucket. Morant's got the lead up to 2 now for Memphis.
Even though he's smaller, Morant does not lack assertiveness, which comes in handy down low.
Stolen by Brooks. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And finished off by Morant.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Harry Giles comes in for Bielitsa. Parker's checked in for Barnes. And Hield subbed in for Bogdanovich. Jones against Holmes. Over to the wing. Melton. Gets the rebound. Kicks it out to Jones. Second chance shot. Just 5 to shoot. Anderson passes to Clark. Again, Memphis.
But not everything fell for him in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Here's Fox. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Clark's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Gutterich can't get it to go.
That's a tough finish. Even from that range, he has a hard time against that kind of defense inside.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We've got more in store for you right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth, they've got Clark. He's out there with Jaren Jackson. Tyus Jones out there with Anderson. And it's Gutteridge in at the shooting guard position. Here's Jones, and the rejection by Holmes. Anderson dishes to Jones. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Hield, the pass to Giles. Back to Hield. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Drops in the layup for two.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Clark kicks to Jones. Again, the miss by Jones. For Sacramento, they've gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a one-point game. Passes it to Gutteridge. And here is Clark. Offline with his three.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Play control. We have De'Aaron Fox cleared for takeoff.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pass to Gutteridge. Back to Jones. There's the three. It's hauled in by the Kings. Giles has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They're pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Back to Fox. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Nice. That one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
And the Kings making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Morant comes in for Tyus Jones.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Barnes can't get it to go. Grizzlies have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Here's Morant. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. And that's 19 points for John Morant.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Harrison Barnes has been in some big ones, and that's a big shot.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Back to Morant. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Kings. They've led by as much as 10. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You think about Harrison Barnes when he won an NBA championship in his 3rd year in the league after being the 7th pick in the 2012 NBA draft.
And some changes here for the Kings. Bagley, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. And Bielitsa in for Giles. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Brandon Clark. And it's Justin Winslow in for Kyle Anderson. Morant right side. He dishes it to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. Chalk up 2 there. Morant's got 15 points in just the second half.
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
And finished off by Bagley.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Morant against Barnes. Brooks for three. Frames it from downtown.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
And they'll keep possession. Good. 26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Healed against Morant. Money!
And they do have a foul to give.
And so here's Sacramento. Bielitsa passes to Bagley. Morant with the steal. Winslow dishes to Morant. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin...
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A beautiful evening in downtown. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3. Now, here's Ball. Here's Favors. Stolen by Brooks. Morant outside. Kicks it to Valanciunas. Now the pass to Winslow. Brooks outside. Morant outside. Clock at 6. Here's Valanciunas. Pass to Winslow. Memphis moving that ball around. It's another look. Out to Brooks. Passes it to Winslow. Now here's Morant for 3. Kept alive.
They finally hit one after missing 3 straight.
And Ingram has got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans. Holiday dishes to Ingram. Williamson against Jackson. Holiday the pass to Ingram. It's rebounded by Memphis.
And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you the moment you see him, the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan.
Now here's Morant. He kicks it to Brooks. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Greg, you combine Ingram's length with his emerging skill set. He has got a long career ahead of him in the NBA.
I mean, he certainly has the tools. What we need to see now is the consistency year in and year out. It's one thing to reach that star status. It's another to become one of the true superstars in our league.
Now, here's Ball. Pass to Holiday. Here's Ball. Ingram passes to Favors. And a slam dunk by Favors.
Don't sleep on Ingram as a facilitator. Has the size to see over defenders and make sound decisions.
Brooks, the pass to Winslow. Back to Brooks. Dishes it to Morant. Valanciunas. And staying with the play, Valanciunas.
Gotta love the big man Valanciunas fighting for that extra chance, and he was rewarded for his effort.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. To the paint, here's Holiday. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option. And getting traded from Utah to New Orleans last year, Favors became a grounding force for a very young Pelicans team.
Yeah, and Derek Favors knows what it's like to be that rookie coming in, having a lot of physical ability and facing high expectations. He did a great job, in my opinion, providing veteran leadership. And personally, he had one of his more productive years overall. We see it night after night. Zion, relentless assault on the cup.
And Valanciunas kicks to Jones. Off target with his 3. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Outside for Redick. 1:46 left in the first quarter of the game. That one, no good. Clark finds Jones. The 19-foot shot. Here's Valanciunas out to the right wing. The pass to Jones. Here's Clark. Here's Valanciunas. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
He usually shoots a high percentage in the paint, and on that play, Valanciunas got it done.
Redick surveying the D. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Grizzlies making a switch here. Melton's checked in. And then for New Orleans, Jackson Hayes comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Nicolo Melli in for Zion Williamson. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
With 7'2" wingspan, Kyle Anderson relies on that and his anticipation skills. Leads to second chance points. There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Here's Jones. It's rebounded by Hayes. Pelicans trail by 4. There's the lob to Jackson.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Jones, the pass to Melton. Back to Jones. Clark with it, working on Hayes. No good from Clark.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And if you let the little guy get airborne before you slide over to block him out, he can and will embarrass you on the boards.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
They've got Clark. He's out there with Jaren Jackson. Jones is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Melton in at the 2. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Brooks checked in for Memphis. Ja Morant comes in for Jones. And then for New Orleans, Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. Holiday comes in for J.J. Redick. And Ball subbed in for Frank Jackson. Here's Okafor. The shot comes out. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Memphis leading. Here's Melton. Holiday with the defensive effort. The Pelicans have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter.
It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Drew Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level. A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
Here's Ingram. Here's Okafor. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
And Anderson kicks to Brooks. And a miss there on the triple. Pelicans trail by 4. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The shot's good.
Right there you see Holiday's toughness. Gets hit, able to maintain body control, finishes the play.
Melton passes to Jackson. Brooks with it for 3. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Right side Jackson. Deep 2 from Anderson. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Offensive rebound, Okafor. It's good. This game is all even.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Morant looking around. And finished off by Morant.
The handle and the acceleration. Morant moves around the court with the ball on a string.
Ball dishes to Okafor. New Orleans moving the ball around. Brooks against Holiday. Stolen by Brooks. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Morant. Here's Jackson out to Brooks. Pass to Melton. Now here's Anderson. 5 to shoot. Here's Morant. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Anderson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Grizzlies.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. In the corner, it's Ingram. Holiday, the pass to Ingram. 13 feet away. Another one falls for New Orleans. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Here's Ingram, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Ingram's got 4 points in the quarter.
What I like about Ingram at this point in his career, very decisive in his actions.
Morant against Ball, and it's Morant missing.
His shot's it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And it's Okafor missing.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
And that one's good. Morant.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
It's Ingram on the wing. Brooks covering. Ingram kicks the ball. Back to Ingram. Over Brooks. Ingram can't get that one to fall. Ja Morant has been... Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Setting the 4 now for the Pelicans. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3. Valanciunas passes to Winslow. Morant outside. And the rejection by Favors.
The long reach of Favors have a real impact, especially when he leaves the ground quickly in time for blocks.
Stolen by Brooks. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Out to Favors. Back to Ingram. It's deflected. He feeds it to Favors. And Holiday has it in the corner. Favors finds Ingram. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You love the effort of Favors. On the glass, he's a scrappy player who comes away with second chance opportunities for his club.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Ingram. Reddick comes in for Drew Holiday. And it's Jackson in for Ball. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
The 3 ball is so important in today's game. You need a guy like J.J. Redick that can stretch the defense way out.
Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. And it's a 3-point Pelican lead. So timeout called here, the first for Memphis.
The wheels have come off a little bit leading up to this timeout. He is taking some low percentage shots, and it's killing the floor of their offense. More motion, more ball movement, that should lead to better looks for him and for their entire team.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Hayes is checked in. Passes to Gutteridge. He dishes it to Clark. Valanciunas in the high post. Back to Clark. And stolen by Williamson. Redick with it. He's got 5. On the wing, Jackson. To the middle. It's picked off. Pass to Clark to end the run. And it's Clark slamming it down.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark, brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
Shaky start to the half, going 1 for 4, still trying to find that groove.
The Grizzlies have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Redick against Clark. Now here's Valanciunas. D right on him. Clark dishes to Valanciunas. 4 on the clock. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people in personnel.
And not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year. Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Clark kicks to Jones. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Love the flush there from Valanciunas, leaving no doubt on that play.
Feeds it to Hayes. Outside Jackson. New Orleans moving the ball around. And Redick, here we go. The pass to Hart. Now Williamson. And the wide open shot from Redick. But they get it back. Jackson passes to Hart. Back to Redick. The 3. The Pelicans get another chance here. Back to Hart. Now the dish to Williamson. 6 to shoot. Goes up again. He takes it up and lays it in. Hart's got his first bucket in this one.
Nice to see Williamson spot the open man. He has awareness and ability as a passer.
32 seconds left in the third. Winslow, the pass to Valanciunas. Here's Gutteridge, covered by Redick. Back to Valanciunas. Redick with the rebound. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Puts up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. And now a 4-point Pelican lead. Left side, Jones. On its way from Clark for 2. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Pelicans on top as they end the third quarter on a 14-6 run. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
It's funny watching Brooks. He kind of lulls you to sleep, and then he explodes with an aggressive move.
Holiday dishes to Ingram. Pass to Favors. Stolen by Jackson. Brooks outside. Passes it to Valanciunas. To the right side. Down low. Jackson kicks to Anderson. It's Morant with the drive. And finished off by Morant.
And focus there from Morant. He just takes them all on and stays locked in on the basket.
Pass to Ingram. There's the feed to Favors. The kick out to Holiday. To the inside. And it's ball in the corner. 5 on the clock. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time, costly.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson.
Valanciunas had his hands up and ready on that catch and shoot. He wanted it.
Ingram wide open. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Morant with a wide open look. The three-pointer no good. Pelicans trail by 3. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Morant finds Valanciunas. Back to Morant. No good with the triple. The Pelicans have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. And that last out-of-bounds violation is going to be contested. Coach's challenge has been issued here.
And this is the exact type of play that I think is perfect for a review. Coach's challenge or not. I mean, you seldom get into a situation where it's hard to definitively determine the out-of-bounds call.
And depending on what point in the game it is, boy, it can have, Greg, a huge impact on the game. So many games coming down to just one possession. Each possession so critical. So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
You know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen, regardless of the call staying the same.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Hayes, he's checked in for Williamson. Redick comes in for Josh Hart. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Frank Jackson in for Ball. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Stan Van Gundy as he talked to his team. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
Brooks, the pass to Morant, and it's in there. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
Calling for the ball in crucial moments. Morant steps up when it matters most.
And there's the pass to Ingram. Pelicans keep it alive.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Out left to the wing. Back to Brooks. Inside. And there's Valanciunas on the assist by Brooks. Valanciunas has got 5 points now in the quarter. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Kicks it to Brooks. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Memphis moving that ball around. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Morant missing.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he could convert, that's a good shot.
Redick way outside. It's good from long range. Redick's got 13 points here in the second half alone. To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. The shot will not fall. And New Orleans will come the other way. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans. All comes in for Frank Jackson.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Brooks kicks to Morant. Dishes to Winslow. Morant against Ball. Good D by Williamson.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out to the right wing. He dishes it to Redick. And Winslow comes to help. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so here's Memphis. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're trailing by 1. Just 4 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, J.J. Redick.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They trail by 1. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now off the inbound. No good. So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a W. They break the hearts of every fan in the building. A terrific look at the city of Memphis, Tennessee on the banks of the majestic Mississippi River. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, and thanks for joining us on this fine Thursday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the side. And the starting group for the Spurs. We've got Trey Lyles. He's out there with DeRozan. Aldridge out there with Murray, and it's Forbes in at the 2. And for the Grizzlies, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. Tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Brooks outside. Count that bucket.
And have to commend the unselfish attitude. Like how Morant just recognized the open man, and the ball was right there.
And the basket by DeRozan.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
The 3 from Morant. San Antonio with the rebound. Pass to Lyles. Puts one up from 19. Off the left rim and out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. Here's Morant. Brooks outside. Morant left side. And finished off by Morant.
Electric in the air. There's a certain energy that Morant generates that others simply don't have.
Murray outside. He gets that one. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. The 3 from Morant. Morant with another miss. Outside for Murray. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. The feed to Morant. Brooks, the pass to Winslow. Morant scanning the floor. Shot clock at 6. Shot from the wing. Valanciunas. And staying with the play, Valanciunas.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Forbes. And it's good, 2 points. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Morant kicks to Brooks. Back to Morant. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, this is where we talk about Morant's versatility. He can work off the ball because he's worked so hard on that jumper. Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Murray against Morant. Over DeRozan. Morant with another miss.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
DeRozan's shot is good.
Guys, you remember when DeMar DeRozan first came into the league? He was just really a raw athlete. Now he's a finely tuned offensive juggernaut.
Winslow, the pass to Morant. Morant with another miss.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Brooks with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Morant with a wide open look. They get it back, and the second chance effort by Jackson.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And the pass to Aldridge. Here is Forbes. Brooks covering. Forbes the pass to Lyles, and he uses the glass on the layup. Lyles got 6 points.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Morant outside. And finished off by Morant.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Now, here's Morant for three. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Murray dishes to Aldridge. Murray kicks to Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
Boy, Murray's court vision very sharp, and he's unselfish too. You love seeing that combination.
The three from Morant. Morant with another miss. Now Aldridge. That will count. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming here.
Venom.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for San Antonio.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So, on the floor for Memphis, we've got Brandon Clark. Anderson is out there with Jones. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard position. Gay left side. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Clark the pass to Anderson. Memphis moving it around. It's Jones on the way. Covered by Mills. Jones, no luck. And here's White. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. 3-point lead. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Anderson inside. Hurdles there. Melton passes to Clark. Shoots over Mills. And that one's good by Clark.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
White finds Pirtle. Now here's Mills, defended by Jones. White goes in, and the layup is good. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Melton passes to Clark, and it goes down 2 points. Clark's got his second basket of the game. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
White, good.
And when Pirtle sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
Jones, the pass to Melton. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Melton's got his first points of the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
It's deflected.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Valanciunas, he's checked in for Memphis. Brooks comes in for Milton. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for the Spurs. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Passes it to Bellinelli. Tipped away. Stolen by Brooks. And they're running. Here's Clark. And then Clark slams it in.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
Jones looking for an opening. And it's Clark in the corner. Jones, no one around him. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And another thing they've done right from the start is converting a lot of those second chance opportunities. Those can be hard to come by sometimes.
And again, San Antonio turns it over. And Mills in the NBA for over a decade now, GA, but he still has incredible speed that's key to his game.
And Kevin, with Mills, that end-to-end speed doesn't get shown off too often. In the half court, though, he does a great job of creating looks for himself. Accelerates off of screens, can still leave a defender in the dust when he turns it on.
And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist in this one.
DeRozan's so good, guys, at taking advantage of whatever situation is there. When he has the opportunity, he gets out and scores in the open floor.
Morant finds Brooks. Up top, Morant. He's covered by Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Morant dishes to Winslow. The Grizzlies with another miss.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Trey Lyles checked in for Rudy Gay. Here's Morant. He's got 6. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Winslow. Down low. The putback.
An awesome rebounder at that position. The energy level Morant puts forth on the glass is tremendous.
Murray, good.
Boy, you can see the connection these guys have. They ran the play well. The defense had no idea how to deal with it.
Morant kicks to Winslow. Here's Brooks. Misses off the right iron. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They lead by 1. Kenny, how'd you... And that's going to do it for our halftime.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. DeRozan out there with Lyons. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Forbes in at the 2 spot.
Because he's so shifty and controls the pace, Morant can kill you in that mid-range area.
Here's Lyles. The shot off that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. It's stolen by DeRozan. Back to Lyles. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds in this game. Rebound by Murray.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
The shot's good from Forbes.
Nice to see him playing at a high rate of speed there, getting up and down the floor quickly. Early offense for 4.
Brooks outside. Back to Morant. That's tipped. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Justice Winslow.
You know, DeRozan is deceptive in his height and quickness, so I think it makes him hard to guard, especially from this area.
Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
And Memphis making a change here. Jones is checked in.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And so Aldridge will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a one-point game. Pass to Pirtle. The fader. White against Jackson. And the rejection by Jackson.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of neat to see Aldridge take on more of a leadership role. He's somebody the younger guys can look up to.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Gutteridge is checked in.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Here's White. He kicks it to Aldridge. Tips it, and it's put back in by White. White's got 6.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Count that one. He's got 7.
Boy, this is as skilled an inside scorer as you're going to see, folks. I mean, Aldridge has a lot of post moves.
Outside, Jones. The pass to Melton. Baseline try. Yep, that one goes. Jones has got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Mills passes to White. Trying to find Mills. Gets it to him. Spurs passing it around. Pass to Aldridge. Over Anderson. That doesn't go either for Aldridge.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
A nice shot by Gutteridge.
Got himself into really good position there. Can't pass that shot up, guys.
Right side, White. Here's Pirtle. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Clark. Here's Anderson, and Anderson slams it in.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Yep, it counts.
How about that effort from White? Total focus on the rack.
Grizzlies have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Jones for 3. Rebound, San Antonio. Here's Mills. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. White. It's Clark with the rebound. Memphis leading, and it's Memphis on the break. No, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And that one falls for Jones. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And so Jones nails both of them. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Morant against Murray. And Winslow pulls it down.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
That one drops for him. Morant's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected. That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And so it's Memphis, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so it's San Antonio with it. They trail by 6. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Boy, Murray showing you he can play above the rim. This guy's got major bounce as he punched that one down.
Morant finds Jackson. Back to Morant. Valanciunas trying to free himself up to the inside. Jackson passes to Brooks. Second shot opportunity. He can't get it to go. Now San Antonio takes it the other way.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
It's good. Walker's got his first basket.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Morant kicks to Brooks. The Grizzlies keeping it alive with a new 14.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Walker against Brooks. Tries again. Lyles no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. To the paint. Here's Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Valanciunas, good.
And look at it. A significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
Yeah, they played with more hunger. Very impressive with the effort they put on the glass. I like that tenacity.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots. Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far.
Here's Gay, and the jam by Rudy Gay.
You know, that's a veteran play. DeRozan stays open to all possibilities. That's seeing the game in front of you. Excellent find.
Here's Valanciunas. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got 6 rebounds here tonight. Gay passes to DeRozan. Trying to find Valanciunas. Gets it to him. And now Winslow pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
Here's DeRozan. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Grizzlies.
With their rebound, and they've given themselves a lot of second chances, and it's really helped them.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Memphis.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
Murray against Morant. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Brooks leading the charge. Good. Now it's a 5-point Grizzly lead.
Well, so often we see this transition buckets off turnovers.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
Murray dishes to Aldridge. From outside the arc. Drills it from outside.
Because he knows how to come through, you know exactly why they go to Aldridge in these spots.
Brooks outside. To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists in the game. Brooks against DeRozan. Here's Wiles. Here is Forbes. Clock at 6. And Winslow pulls it down.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Morant passes to Clark. 43 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Good on the shot. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And here are the Grizzlies with it. Now, here's DeRozan. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for Clark. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Stolen by Brooks. Kicks to Morant. From deep 3-point range, can't get it to fall. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves. And as the
Hey, good evening, Kevin.
DA, the Sacramento fans would love to see that as well. Thanks so much for that report. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bialita, and it's Bagley in at the 5. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And the dunk by Winslow.
Some tenacity on the attack there by Justice Winslow. A monster finish.
He kicks to Valanciunas. Back to Winslow. Over Barnes. Rebound by Bialita. Now the Kings with it. Pass to Barnes. Inside. Bialita with the bucket.
That's a pretty easy opportunity for a teammate, all courtesy of Harrison Barnes.
Morant outside. Fox with the steal. Here's Bogdanovich, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Kings shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Well, the thing you think about with Bogdanovich, besides his first name being in his last name, is potential. A young, raw prospect with plenty of upside.
Now here's Morant. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Bialita with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Bagley, no good.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
To the inside, and Valanciunas kicks to Brooks. Passes it to Morant. Memphis the rebound. Valanciunas from down in the low post. It goes. Valanciunas has got his second basket.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Chalk up 2 there.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad. Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Barnes can't get it to go.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Winslow, the pass to Morant. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Yeah, there's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
Fox dishes to Bagley. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
On a heel, he's checked in for the Kings. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. And they double up Morant. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here's Memphis. Jackson kicks to Anderson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Brooks, the pass to Morant. It's hauled in by the Kings.
It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Fox, no good. For Memphis, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Here's Jackson. Bank shot, no good. The Kings have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Outside, Bagley. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Bielitsa. And the dunk by Bielitsa.
And Bagley with a nice job of surveying there.
It's Morant with the drop. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Bagley finds Barnes. Now, here's Bielitsa. Nice move. They kick out to Heel. Back to Bielitsa. Makes it off the glass. Bielitsa's got 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Fox against Morant. On the wing, Brooks. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Anderson outside. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jackson, that's good. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Bagley's so skilled as a big and using that quickness.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Kings lead by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Anderson is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Gutterich in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Jones, that's for 2. Doesn't go for him. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Here's Bazemore. Back to Joseph. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Hield. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And it's Melton with the rebound.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And Parker, here we go. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And it's Giles missing. Memphis trailing here. Here's Clark. Lays it up and banks it in.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now here's Parker. And the dunk by Parker.
Yeah, I love how Jabari gets to the rim and goes strong. That time up over the top.
The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Jones, no one around him. Another shot out to the right wing. Stolen by Joseph. And Bazemore kicks to Parker. Back to Bazemore. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Bazemore's got the lead up to 3 now for the Kings. Melton passes to Clark. Outside, Jones. Over Joseph. Clark. And Clark is right there.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Jones for 3. Again, the miss by Jones.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Here's Gutterich. Outside, Jones. Over Giles. Got a piece of it.
Well, he's just really struggling right now, and with everything he's throwing up, nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Kings leading now by 3. And And the dunk by Parker.
Kent Bazemore knows that his contributions come from being active and Bazemore becoming a better passer.
Anderson outside. The pass to Jones. Up again. And Clark is right there. Clark's got 6.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Bazemore passes to Giles. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Kings lead by 5.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Down low. Clark kicks to Anderson. Back to Clark. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
First free throw is good. So both teams making some changes here. And so Clark nails both of them. Kings leading now by 3. Outside, Bogdanovich. To the inside. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Holmes got his first points of the game. And here's Moran. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Nice shot by Brooks. 54 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Holmes. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Morant drives in and finished off by Morant.
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
Morant with the steal. Pass to Valanciunas. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Morant. 9 points in the game so far. It's good on the putback.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Bogdanovich passes to Holmes. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Back to Holmes. Fox with it. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The Kings on top. They're up by...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. It was a big-time first quarter from Marvin Bagley. He had 8 points and got... And now with the second half about to get underway.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Going to have to do more to shut down Bagley.
And Valanciunas kicks to Brooks. Passes to Morant. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. The Kings have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Marvin Bagley, the 2nd overall pick in the 2018 draft. It's another step forward for him this year. A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Outside for Jackson. 6 to shoot. Winslow dishes to Morant. To the middle and stolen by Bielitsa. And now the Kings fast break. Here's Bagley and finished off by Bagley.
And Bagley knows in this offense you've got to get out and run. Does a good job in transition.
And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Brooks has got the ball. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Brooks has got his second bucket of the game to go. Bagley the pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Bielitsa. Barnes left side. Back to Bielitsa. Inside, Fox. And the layup falls. Fox has got the lead up to 5 now for Sacramento.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Here's Valanciunas. His three-pointers off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Bogdanovich dishes to Bagley. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Dylan Brooks. And Jones subbed in for Morant. And a change for Sacramento. Fields checked in for Bogdanovich. Jones for 3. Rebound by Bielitsa. Kings leading now by 5. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And the Kings making a change here. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Bagley. Parker comes in for Bielitsa. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Barnes. And it's Joseph in for Fox. And the rejection by Jackson. The putback. Tries yet again. Here's Holmes. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Tips it up. Bazemore grabs the miss. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Parker passes to Holmes. Tries it from 9. And Hield with the basket on the assist by Holmes. And the Kings lead by 7.
Pretty clear. Buddy Hield has this shooting thing down, but doesn't want to be one-dimensional. Bones, how does he diversify his game?
Well, Greg, I think as teams try to take away his first option, which is that shooting ability, he can become a much more dynamic passer and playmaker. If you can add some kind of physicality on the defensive end, now on both ends, Buddy's doing little things to impact the game, and it's not just all about that sweet stroke.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Then for the Kings, Harry Giles is checked in for Kent Bazemore. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Joseph. And the rejection by Jackson. Kicks it out to Jones. Fox with the steal. Here's Giles. To the wing right side. And it's Fox with the jam.
How about Fox just getting to the rim right there? Great to see him explode at times.
Outside, Jones. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
They kick out to Hield. Pass to Holmes. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's 6 points for Rashawn Holmes.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Jones for 3. And slam dunk by Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
On the wing, Hield. Now the pass to Giles. And no good on the last second attempt this time. The third quarter comes to a close. Kings lead by 6. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so Fox will bring it up for the Kings. 6-point game. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Clark is out there with Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Winslow in at the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop.
Yeah, you have to be pretty much attentive to where Winslow is, a crafty defender.
Bogdanovich against Winslow. And Bogdanovich kicks to Holmes. Pass to Giles. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Morant with a wide open look. Off target from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Winslow against Hield. Here's Bogdanovich. Banked in off the glass.
Well, Bogdanovich, we saw a little bit of this during the All-Star weekend. He can play with a little bit of flair, and you know he's confident when he starts to show those signs.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. Brooks with no one around. And he's good on the three ball.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Wasted no time on that one. And the Kings lead by 6.
Well, that's a guy you want to find. Buddy Hield with the response from 3.
Passes it to Winslow. Out to Brooks from the arc. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Right side, Fox. Back to Giles. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And now an 8-point Kings lead.
Well, the more Fox does that, the more he's going to be looked at like a leader.
Pass to Clark. Brooks from outside. And it's Fox with the rebound. Kings have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. The feed to Winslow. Kicks it to Valanciunas. Shoots over Holmes. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, how about Winslow carving out the opposition on the glass? That's a smart high energy play.
The pass to Holmes. Back to Fox. Pass to Holmes. Clock at 6. He feeds it to Hield. The second chance effort. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Hield's got the lead up to 8 now for Sacramento.
Buddy showing more than just the fact that he's a shooter, working his way strength on the inside there.
Valanciunas, rebound by the Kings. Giles has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Launches it, and that's good. Buddy Hield for 3. Hield's got 10 points here in the second half. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas, it must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
A 3 ball. Hield kicks to Giles. A 3 from Bogdanovich. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Kings.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Marvin Bagley.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
And Sacramento has possession. Fox passes to Bogdanovich. Passes it to Giles. Back to Bogdanovich. Shoots over Winslow. Again, the miss by the Kings.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Back to Brooks. He kicks it to Clark. Morant right side. The putback. So it's Sacramento picking up the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry,